down on herself, and so she's her own worst enemy, really. You know, she gets those days where she gets depressed and she feels that she can't do anything right or whatever. It's something that she's growing out of, though. It used to be worse, and it's not. It's getting better. She's working with it. But she's one of those, too, that's not sure what she really wants in life either. She's still trying to find her thing. Does this make sense? If I say anything that doesn't, question me.
No, no, that's so far in regards to the depression and where she's trying to go in life, you're spot on. So
Yeah, she is really working with it. She definitely is. Um, if you're asking me how she feels about you, uh, she cares about you a lot. She does. She's just not ready to make a commitment. If she's one of those that I feel is a fence sitter. A fence sitter is the type of person that's had a life where somewhere, somehow, who was raising them or whatever, gave her feelings of abandonment and rejection. And when they feel they've been abandoned or rejected somehow emotionally, they sit on the fence with relationships. They sometimes will get off and make a commitment, but if they haven't dealt with what happened to them to create this emotional problem, they'll go back on that fence again, so they might get a divorce and move away from that relationship. Does that make sense? She's got goals.
Yeah, it does.
She's got goals, so I could see her being on the fence because of saying, you know, I've got a lot of things I want to do in life before I commit to anything, you know, and that's what fence sitters will do. But she's one of those types that when she makes a commitment, she's going to work her damnedest to keep it. It's just she's her own worst enemy for it not working. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Any questions with her other? She's a very passionate person. You know, when she sets her mind to something, she becomes very impassioned with it. So.
I don't know. I guess I don't really have any specific questions other than at least checking on her short-term health, make sure she's going to be okay.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not picking up anything real serious with her right now at this point. I just feel that her emotions do her in the most. And it's just a matter of her telling herself or getting to a point of saying, you know, when you get depressed or down, you've got a half hour. I don't care if you cry, scream, tear things, throw things, whatever. Do it, get rid of it, and move on. If she can get to that point, she can really start helping herself. I mean, we're human. And so we do get to that point. I had one of those meltdowns on Tuesday. And everything was piling in on me. So we all get to those. And I gave it a date.
Yeah, let's get into that. See how that goes.
Well, your career, I think, is stable right now. Okay, somewhat. Okay, but and I don't know what you do. I'm just picking up that it's stable right now. But I have a feeling that there's going to be more coming to you. I'm picking up that you're going to be moving either out or on, you know, up or out, okay? Because you're one of these types too that you have to have something, you know, moving all the time. You don't like same old, same old, same old, and so it has to be that something once you've learned something and you've mastered it and you like it, it has to have more to it. You're not one of those that can sit back and be a pieceworker and do the same thing day after day after day. And you need a little more excitement and other stuff going on in your life. So I do feel that you're going to be moving up or out, either way in your career, because there's more out there that I think that you need to experience to grow by.
That makes sense. Paul doesn't get me on run sheets. I'm out dope. Sorry, just a little inside joke.
Yes, right. Yeah, so,
yeah. But no, that sounds exactly right.
Yeah, and you're going to do very good, too, with it because you're a determined person to do that. You got good genes from your parents. And so, yes, you're really going to work them. Your sister is the one that's going to have her little struggles. But you're the level-headed one in the family somewhat that something can come at you, okay, so it gets to you, then you start to analyze it and look at it and work it and you move from it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
And so, yeah, you're going to be moving on. Let me get this 1 minute. I'm
Please,
sorry.
please, go ahead.
I got something going on in the family. Hello? Yes, I will. Thank you. Okay. Okay, what else? Do you have any questions you can think of he can ask me? Sometimes sitting there, he can pick up things.
No, everything I could have given him an idea on, he's already touched base on. Friends, family, work.
How about a man named Randy in a place called Harper's Ford,
Wow. Where's Harper's Ford?
Washington State?
Oh, wow. That's an interesting name. I like the name Harper's Ford more than Randy, but
Oh, what could you tell me about Harper's Ford?
well, I don't know anything about, little towns in the States, actually.
Oh, okay.
But Harper's Ford, I don't know, for some reason gives me that feeling of like a small, I don't want to say small, but maybe I'm seeing it at years ago, but like a small steel town, shipyard type town, or something like that. Does that make sense, or I don't know why that makes sense.
I don't think it was a steel town.
But something that would have to do with,
I'm not terribly familiar with the history of it, though. So
I don't know anything about it. It was just that the name was very interesting to me. I pick up a lot of energy from the name and a lot of, history and mystery there.
Yeah, there's been some interesting things
Okay.
that have happened there.
Okay, and I don't know why I'm picking up that. Is it sort of like a near water too, or?
Yes,
Okay.
It's out there near the the Pacific Ocean.
Okay, that's where I was getting shipping,
Okay.
steel shipping things from. Okay, that makes sense now. Yeah, I think that's a wonderful little area. Is that something specific going on there? Well, this Ryan lives there?
Randy.
Oh, Randy.
Randy.
Yeah, how good I am.
Yes, and Randy is the only person in the town that we have been able to talk to, and we are not really sure what's going on there. All we have is what he has told us, and we're kind of wondering if we can trust him, if we should take him at his word as to what's happening in this town.
I would say yes from his perspective. I have a sense that this Randy is kind of a nerdy guy. I don't want to geeky, nerdy, a brainiac or whatever you want to call it.
He's a tech guy.
Okay, yes, and he sees things from a different perspective than I would. I'm kind of nerdy too because I'm way out. But anyway, I'm weird. Anyhow, I get the impression that he sees things differently. So he's seeing it from his perspective. And there might be a lot of truth to what he says, but I think that he sees it a little different, so he adds a little to it. Okay? He's more, you said he's techie, so I get that he's a little bit more, what's the word I want to use? Technical, God, I can't find the right word. I don't know what I'm trying to say about him. But he's also a very deep person, a deep thinking person. So, yeah, his thoughts would not just involve something that's mundane here. He would take it a little further way out type of person. So he, I think, would add a little color to whatever he's seeing. Don't we all?
Absolutely.
I like that. Yeah, but I get that he's inwardly sometimes with feelings and emotions. He's a very quiet kind of man. He's very closed about his feelings and, whether he likes or dislikes something or if something's going on with him. He's not about